coming early in 2022, but the visual effects and the music to Prehistoric Planet really swept me off my feet, and it was most definitely the highlight of the year for me personally. Now I'm looking forward to Prehistoric Planet Season 2, hoping that they do it, and in that time it's given me a little bit of time to come up with 5 potential scenes that I would love to see in Season 2 of Prehistoric Planet. Number 1 would be Dinochyrus. We saw that in Season 1, but it'd be very cool to go back and follow that big animal. And this time, I would love to see in and around its watery habitat what its life was like, and I would love to see a small family of Tarbosaurs potentially stalking it. Now, maybe the family of Tarbosaurs is not successful in taking the animal down, but it would be very cool to see what might have happened and gone down in that watery world. Again, in Season 1 of Prehistoric Planet, we saw Tarbosaurs sleeping, which we know about modern day animals like lions and tigers. They spend a lot of their day sleeping. So the show was very accurate in that capacity. And if it was up to me for Season 2, I would again go back to Dinochyrus and have a small family of Tarbosaurs tracking it. And who knows, maybe that hunt is not successful. Most hunts are not successful, and only a small portion of kills are actually in fact done, meaning that predators fail more often than not. So it'd be very cool to see Dinochyrus being pursued by a family of Tarbosaurs. That's number 5. Number 4 would be a scene involving Saurophaganax, the late Jurassic monster predatory dinosaur, versus Apatosaurus. Now, if you Google Saurophaganax versus Apatosaurus, you're going to get an image that's in an Oklahoma museum, and it is a spectacular image. A giant plant-eating dinosaur, Apatosaurus, and Saurophaganax, which is not really a well-known theropod, but to anyone that follows dinosaurs, most definitely know who this animal is. It had a giant thumb claw, one of the biggest thumb claws of all the predatory dinosaurs, and it would just be an incredible scene to see this Jurassic monster pursuing an apatosaur. So that's number 4 for me. Number 3 would be Maip macrothorax. Now this is a new dinosaur discovery that was recently announced in 2022, and it's currently the largest megaraptor ever discovered. Giant animal, 30 to 33 feet in length, enormous claws, very long arms, and potentially up to 5 tons in weight. So this was a monster. I'd love to see it on camera. Again, this is as close as we're ever going to get to dinosaurs. So to see this animal, Maip macrothorax, this monster predatory dinosaur on camera would be very cool. Love to see it. Number 2 for me personally would be Acrocanthosaurus versus Sauropods. Now, for anyone that reads Prehistoric Magazine, they know that I have an affinity for big predatory dinosaurs and big sauropods. I love to see the two interact, and we've never really been given a good scene on camera of a large predator attempting to take down a sauropod. Sauropods was an enormous animal, potentially the tallest of all the sauropods, maybe 65 feet in height, a monstrous height. And Acrocanthosaurus was no slouch, possibly weighing in at 12,000 pounds and around 37 feet in length and maybe 11 to 12 feet in height. It's not as well known as T-Rex, but again, to anyone that follows dinosaurs, Acrocanthosaurus is a beast, one of the largest predators ever to stalk North America. And it would be just fascinating to go back in time 110 million years ago to see Acrocanthosaurus and potentially maybe even a juvenile Sauropods or a sick Sauropods being tracked and stalked by none other than Acrocanthosaurus. My number 1 scene that I would love to see for Prehistoric Planet Season 2 would be North Africa 94 million years ago. Now, in that habitat, there were 3, possibly 5 enormous predatory dinosaurs that formed what is known as Ernst Stromer's riddle, meaning how did all of these giant predatory dinosaurs live together in the same habitat without exploiting the food sources? Well, the answer is that they were probably exploiting different food niches. And Spinosaurus would have been one of those animals in that habitat, North Africa, 94 million years ago. Now, recently, it's been come to light that we're very confused on how Spinosaurus went about living. So to put Spinosaurus completely in Season 2, I think would be very difficult because as of right now, there's controversy back and forth. Could it swim? Did it not swim? Did it make its living on land? Did it stalk from the shallows? Potentially it did all of those. That's kind of my current belief. But the idea of doing North Africa 94 million years ago, you could definitely feature Spinosaurus, but it would take some pressure off of it. You'd also have Carcharodontosaurus, you'd have Bajariosaurus, maybe Deltadromeus, and even some of the other sauropods that they shared their habitat with. So there you go, number 5, number 4, number 3, number 2, and number 1, North Africa, 94 million years ago. Really looking forward to Season 2, Prehistoric Planet. Hopefully they have it. I believe they will. Season 1 was most definitely a success. Let us know your comments on this and what type of scenes would you like to see in Season 2 of Prehistoric Planet. Take care.